Next Week in Wolfeboro is underwritten by the Downtown Grill Cafe. The Downtown Grill Cafe is located at 33 Main Street in beautiful Wolfeboro, New Hampshire, with a fantastic view of Lake Winnipesaukee and Cape Park. Hours of operations are daily from 7 a.m. until 3 p.m. For more information about this underwriter, check out the website www.downtowngrill.cafe.
Welcome to Next Week in Wolfeboro. I am your host, Will Hunter.
Hello, Wolfeboro. I am Caden Laing.
Hello, Wolfeboro. I'm Jack Larson.
We are coming to you from the Wolfeboro Community Television studios, where we bring your community to view.
And we say thank you to our friends at the Downtown Grill Cafe for underwriting Next Week in Wolfeboro.
It is through their support and yours that programs like ours are possible on Wolfeboro Community Television.
If you'd like to underwrite a program for Wolfeboro Community Television, please contact our producers at 569-0219.
We also want to let your friends and family from out of town know they can watch this program on Facebook and YouTube.
That's right. Once you are logged into either Facebook or YouTube, just search for Wolfeboro Community Television, and you'll find us on Next Week in Wolfeboro.
Let's head right over to the Chamber of Commerce to hear about upcoming programs and events for the week ahead. We're sending it over to you, Mrs. DeVries.
Hi, and welcome to Next Week in Wolfeboro. I'm Mary, and we have a few things to tell you about, so here we go. On Saturday, March 7th, there's 2 items for your calendar. First, up at the Castle in the Clouds is their chili and beer tasting fundraiser, and it's 3:30 to 5:30. Again, at the Castle on the 7th. You can call for more information, and that number is 476-3900. Also on Saturday the 7th is the Friends of Music presentation of their next concert, and it is High Time, a Celtic trio, 7:30 in the evening at Brewster's Anderson's Hall, and that is on the 7th. We have some things that are down the road a little bit, but we want you to be able to plan for them, and first is a reminder of the Eastern Lakes Region Job Fair taking place in Great Hall in Wolfeboro Town Hall, and that is on March 26th. If you'd like more information on planning to either set up as a business or attend to try to see what jobs are available, you can call 228-4083 or contact us here at the Information Center, and we can help you out with those details. Also, some things looking way ahead a little bit here is we want to tell you about the Community Mix and Mingle on Wednesday, April 15th. It'll be taking place at the Wolfeboro Inn. Everyone's invited. For more information, you can call 569-2200, and that's going to be about 10 restaurants set up offering you their delicious food, and we'll have some fun activities during that event. Community Mix and Mingle, April 15th. And I think that's what we have for now. So remember to shop, dine, and have fun in your town. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Mrs. DeVries. Hey, Caden, what did you do for vacation?
I went to St. Lucia and swam a lot.
What did you do, Jack?
I went to Florida, Daytona Beach. What about you?
I had school. Here's some things Caden, Jack, and I would like to share with everyone. We'll start with Friday, March 6th.
The Newcomers Club, which is really the Anybody Comers Club, since all are welcome to attend, will hold its first Friday of the month breakfast at the Wolfeboro Inn at 8:30 a.m.
On Saturday, March 7th,
remember to set your clocks and watches ahead 1 hour before you go to bed. Yup, you lose an hour of sleep. Just deal with it. This time change will get more useful hours of daylight. There is a proposal to make it permanent because the human body doesn't like changes like this. We will keep you posted, but in the meantime, don't forget to spring ahead this weekend.
Back Bay Youth Hockey Tryouts are being held at the Pop Whalen Arena at 9:10 in the morning.
Would you like to see if flag football is for you? If so, come to the Kingswood High School Gymnasium and participate in an information and demonstration session from 12 noon until 3 o'clock p.m. The Flag Football League is open to all Kingswood area guys and gals from ages 4 to 14.
The Wolfeboro Area Winter Farmers Market is open at the First Congregational Church across from Carpenter School from noon 30 until 4:30 p.m. There are lots of local baked goods, fresh vegetables, dairy, and meat products available.
The Castle in the Clouds third annual chili and beer tasting fundraiser will be held inside the Carriage House from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. The chili and beer comes from 9 Lakes Region local restaurants and breweries, plus there will be spirits from Tamworth Distilling. Proceeds go to support the restoration of the historic Lucknow Mansion. That's the building that we all refer to as the Castle in the Clouds.
The Earth Care film series continues at the Village Players Theater at 7 o'clock p.m. This week's film is Happening, A Clean Energy Revolution. The film series is sponsored by All Saints Episcopal Church at the Village Players Theater.
Wolfeboro Friends of Music presents an early St. Patrick's Day concert at Brewster Anderson Hall. This 7:30 p.m. concert will feature the group High Time High Energy Trio. The High Time High Energy Trio is from Connemara, which is in Western Ireland.
On Sunday, March 8th,
The Lakes Region Curling League will hold a competition in the Popwell Ice Arena at 5:15 p.m.
on Tuesday, March 10th,
Remember to get out and vote. Put it on your calendar. Exercise your right to vote on town affairs. Voting takes place at the Wolfeboro Town Hall in the Great Hall from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. There are very important articles on the ballot. You may find a sample ballot on the Town of Wolfeboro's website, www.wolfeboronh.us. You will find readings of the warrant by the Board of Selectmen, a recording of the town meeting review of the warrant and budget committee meetings, the Chamber of Commerce Candidates Night, and more help in making your decision by watching programs on Wolfeboro Community Television and on the WCTV YouTube channel.
The Wolfeboro Library Tuesday Book Group will meet at 1 o'clock in the afternoon at the library. The subject for this week is The Poisonwood Bible by Barbara Kingsolver.
on Wednesday, March 11th,
Preschool Story Hour at the Wolfeboro Public Library takes place at 1 until 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
on Thursday, March 12th, bring the children to Tyler Time Story Hour at the Wolfeboro Public Library. Tyler Time Story Hour starts at 10:30 in the morning.
March is Arts and Music in Our Schools Month. Come to the Kingswood Arts Center and enjoy an evening of music by the high school and junior high school music bands and choruses. There are also art exhibits. The program begins at 5:30 p.m.
Okay, let's send over to Parks and Recreation Department for an update on upcoming programs and activities. Christine Collins is at her desk. Over to you, Christine Collins.
Thanks, Will. Christine Collins here with Wolfeboro Parks and Recreation, and just want to share what's happening over here. So we finished up Winter Carnival, and we are kind of in our slow month. Our slow month at Parks and Rec is actually slow with activities that we're producing right now, but a very busy month in-house. And what that means is we're in the process of getting our online registration ready for April 1st, doing our brochure for April 1st, getting ready for the vote and things that are going to be happening with that, hiring our staff for the summer, just planning all the activities and stuff. So it's kind of, when I see people, they're like, oh, it's the slow time, and it looks slow from the outside world, but when you're in-house, it's actually our busiest time just to get everything ready. But we love our job, so we're doing it, right? So that's what's happening. So Abenaki is still open right now, and there is skating at Pop Ice and Art Center. You do want to be aware, just check online because of, crazy warm temperatures and tournaments going on. Hours are shifting. So like I said, online version is the best option. It tells you exact real time what is available. If you're having problems with that, you don't want to check for yourself, just give us a phone call. We don't mind looking it up for you, okay? But definitely we still have both facilities open. I know sometimes when it looks like spring weather, you forget about us over here, but we're still here, okay? The next thing that we have coming up, which is kind of a big deal, and I don't know if you've heard about it, the Boston Bruins alumni are coming to Pop Ice and Art Center. So that is on March 14th at 1 o'clock. You do have to get a ticket for it. They are $20 a piece, and the proceeds are going to benefit the Kingswood ice hockey team. So I know that I have some tickets here, but if you know anybody on the Kingswood ice hockey team, they are required to sell tickets, so go to them first. If you don't know someone, come to me. I will help you out. Okay, so that's what we have going on. I think that's about it for some of our programming. It's basically Pop's open, Abenaki's open. You know, I know you get those warm temperatures and we think, oh, the parks are open. They are not open yet. You can definitely go to them, but be aware our crew is not out there yet to collect things, pick up trash, open bathrooms and all that. Definitely available to use, but just know that we have things we have to do in order before we get out to that facility. But you can always enjoy it. And that's all we have for now, so we will see you soon. Back to you, Will.
Thank you, Christine Collins. Library Director Cindy Scott is ready to give us a library update. We're sending it over to you, Cindy Scott.
Thanks, Will. Coming up at the Wolfeboro Public Library on Tuesday, March 10th at 1 p.m., we have our second Tuesday book group, and they are reading the Poisonwood Bible by Barbara Kingsolver. Also on Tuesday, for children, on March 10th at 10:30 a.m., our preschool story hour, which we repeat on Wednesday, March 11th at 1 p.m., and we have a bedtime story hour at 6:30 p.m. on Wednesday. And Thursday, March 12th at 10:30 a.m., we have our toddler time story hour. Back to you, Will.
Thank you, Cindy Scott. Now let's head over to the Mike and the Hoss Sports Center to hear from Mr. Nay and Mr. Hossack. It's over to you, Mr. Nay and Mr. Hossack.
Thanks, Will. All right, Coach, we don't have a lot going on. We're in between seasons, but we have something big going on.
Big fundraiser for the girls and guys hockey team.
Bruins alumni game, March 14th at 1 p.m. It's a matinee.
Yep.
And you had a chance to see some of your favorite Bruins when you were growing up.
Yep. Who was one of your favorites?
Rick Middleton was my favorite.
All right.
And he played in the last time that they came up, which was a few years ago. I don't know how many years. I got to play in that game. And he played, and it was just great.
That's cool. So maybe we'll see like Ray Bork, Barry Peterson, Terry O'Reilly.
Rumor is that Ray Bork is making the trip.
Yeah? To see Mike and the Hoss, I bet.
Probably.
Yeah.
And we talked about it, that he heard that I was playing, so he's going to come out and play.
Yes. That's good. That's good.
The other thing that's going on is Kingswood Spring Tryouts. If you're interested in finding when that is, please go to the Kingswood High School Athletic website to find out your tryout time or when your child's tryout time. Make sure you register on Family ID because you don't want to miss out on that stuff.
No. Okay. So we'll see everybody at the Pop on March 14th, 1 o'clock.
All right, back to you, Will.
Thank you for the update, Mr. Nay and Mr. Hossack. And now we'll hear from Father Cole at St. Katharine Drexel Catholic Church. Hello, Father Cole. We are sending it over to you.
Well, hi, Will. Good morning from St. Katharine Drexel. In fact, today, the 3rd of March, is the feast of our saint, St. Katharine Drexel. This is the day she died and went home to God. So we're very grateful that she's praying for us from heaven. So let's begin now as we enter into the second week of Lent. Now this Friday, the 6th, we're going to be having Eucharistic adoration all day after the 8 o'clock Mass. And then Friday evening at 7, the Stations of the Cross, given to us by St. Francis of Assisi. He knew that people could not get to Jerusalem to walk the way of the cross, so he made it possible for people to do it in their parish church. So every Friday during Lent at 7, we pray the Stations of the Cross and conclude with benediction of the Blessed Sacrament. So anybody is most welcome. Now Saturday morning, the 7th, we're going to be having Jack Drinkwater's funeral mass of the resurrection at 10 o'clock in the morning. Wonderful man, Jack, and give our love to Margot. Also, later on Saturday around 11:30, we're going to have First Confession for the young children, getting ready for confirmation and Holy Communion in May. So we're going to have the sacrament of First Confession, reconciliation, late Saturday morning. And then, of course, Saturday afternoon, the Mass is at 4 o'clock. And then after Mass, we have the high school bingo, which is a big event. It brings people from all different towns and multi-generational grandparents, little kids, teenagers, parents, and they have a great time. The games of bingo are for all ages, and they have many, many different prizes. So do come. You get hot dogs for supper. That's the menu, hot dogs. But it begins right after Mass. Come around, so I'm going to say around 5:30 would be a good time to arrive to play bingo, and you'll love it. Also, this weekend at all the Masses, we're having the Knights Against Hunger, who will be speaking to us about what they're doing to help their friends who might need some food, especially over the weekends or on school vacations. So they'll be giving a little presentation at the 4 o'clock on Saturday, the 8:30 and 10:30 on Sunday mornings. After the 8:30, of course, we have religious formation in the hall, and the Knights of Columbus will be putting on the breakfast. They always put on a great breakfast, plenty of food, and no one goes away hungry. Then Monday, of course, we have the Discovery Group at 7 o'clock. They're doing kind of a Life in the Spirit seminar for the next few weeks. So I would get there about 6:30, and it's a great chance to meet folks and to pray together and share our faith together. Tuesday, the town of Alton is having an election, and they use our hall for the election. So they'll be coming in Monday to set up the booths, and the election itself will take place on Tuesday. Of course, the choir will still practice in the choir room on Tuesday evening about 7 o'clock, and all are welcome. Come join the choir. Come early. Meet Elizabeth McRae. And then Wednesday, of course, the ladies group are having their monthly meeting. They meet on the first Wednesday of, the second Wednesday of each month. And so they're meeting at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And once again, you're most welcome. Thursday, the American Red Cross is having a blood drive here at our parish hall. You'll see the sign on Route 28, but if you're able to give blood, it's a great gift, the gift of life. So drop in. They'll be happy to have you donate a pint of blood. And then Friday the 13th, it's going to be Friday the 13th coming up. Once again, Eucharistic Adoration, Stations of the Cross at 7, led by our youth on the 13th. Our young parishioners will lead the Stations of the Cross, followed by a lock-in, which will go, that many stay right overnight, and conclude with breakfast in the morning on the 14th. So that should get us through until the third Sunday of Advent. Thanks a lot, Will. Thanks for all you do.
Thank you, Father Cole. Well, Jack and Caden, we did it.
We did.
Yes, William, we did it.
Thank you for tuning into our weekly program.
Remember, there is always something to do in and around Wolfeboro.
If you'd like to add an event to our program, please contact Wolfeboro Community Television Station at 569-0219 or send an email to wctv25@gmail.com. We hope to see you out and about and look forward to seeing you next week. With clear eyes and full hearts, I'm Will Hunter.
I am Jack Larson.
And I'm Caden Laing for Wolfeboro Community Television.
Bringing your community to view.